Good evening, fellow Tikash merchants. It's my hope that we are all doing okay today. My name is Amos, and I'll be your trainer today under the Tikash Soko platform. Remember, this is the platform that has come to uh, transform our biasharas, make them efficient by, of course, deploying digital tools in their operations, their day to day operations. And today, we're going to look at receipts and performance tracking. How can we be able to track the performance of our shops using the Tcash Soko app? So, how are receipts kept? And how is this information used to give us details and key insights about our biasharas? So, welcome to this session today. It's my hope that you're going to learn together and, of course, get to transform our biasharas and get to make the best decisions in our biasharas. So, welcome once again, and let's get started. So, this amazing platform imekuja kutusaidia sisi kama watu wa biashara. And why am I saying imekuja kutusaidia? There are some decisions we would want to make in our biasharas, but we don't know how to make them. Kwa nini? Because sometimes hauna fact, hauna data, and the kind of records we have had in our businesses have been scanty records. What do I mean by scanty records? Uko na ka record hapa, kengine huko kwingine. So you're not having consistency in record keeping. And this is what this app is going to change for us. Records zetu zote zitakuwa zinamanajiwa na app itakuwa inatupea information because this app is AI enabled, and the AI enability of it enables it to make some decisions, na inaweza kukuambia that the best thing to do right now ni kufanya hivi na kuchange hapa na kuchange hapa pengine. So, and of course, these are decisions that will have to make you by yourself as the business owner, guided by the data that the app will be giving you. So, where do we get this information about the receipts, about the performance, and how do we then get to make these decisions? I'm sharing my app with you. I'm on the business side of my app. The app has two sides, the personal side and the business side. So for you to access information about your business, you must be on the business side. And because the last session that we did was on how you can manage multiple outlets, you must ensure that uko kwa ile outlet yenye unataka kumanage, like yenye unataka kuona information about. So the first thing that I want us to see is where the receipts are before we go into the performance tracking, how we can track the performance of the shops. So on my app, inanionyesha the Tcash balance that I have, which is 88 shillings. The number of rotary tickets zenye niko nazo ni 5. The app is running a rotary. This rotary, for you to win, lazima ufanye the highest number of transactions in the course of the month. So I need to change this number to from 5 to a big number for me to win, because people are transacting. People have started benefiting from this platform. So let us be amongst the people who are doing those multiple transactions, and of course, getting those high chances of winning the prize. There is today's performance. Inanionyesha performance of today has not been okay. The sales are 0, the transactions are still 0, the orders are 0, and the number of customers served are 0. Ukiangalia hapo kwa upcoming bookings, it is still 0. Hapo chini kabisa, I have the option of home, orders, sell, wallet, and business. So for me to view my receipts, nitakuja kwa wallet. Because remember, I want to view the receipts, maybe for the past customers that I have served and so on. Nitakuja kwa wallet. Nikikuja kwa wallet, the first thing that appears ni the Tcash balance yenye iko hapo. Apart from the icons zenye ziko huko juu, the first thing that appears ni the Tcash balance. The Tcash balance appears there, and then the next thing is the pay later. We did a whole new session on how to, of course, use the pay later. If you didn't watch it, this session is still on YouTube. You can get to watch it. Pay later, we said, is where we get to earn more because tunaweza peana items on credit and attach a small fee to these items that we are giving on credit. So remember, ni kitu tumekuwa tukifanya, but tumekuwa tukimanage manually. This app is transforming this into a digital tool. vizuri sana. Inaondoa ile black book na pen penye unaandika kitabu ya madeni and so on. Inakuja inakupa information about the people who owe you under that pay later, so there's still no pay later activity. So this information ni critical kwako kama mwenye biashara, because uko unajua how much is outside my business na ni pesa ngapi na expect iko inakuja, so that will be showing there under the pay later. Below the pay later kuna the cash payments. So unaona hizo ni transactions sasa zenye nimefanya. Kuna hiyo cash payment ya 50, kuna another cash payment ya 100, kuna another cash payment ya 50, and I can press the option of view all. Nikipress hiyo option ya view all, naona transactions zote zenye hii shop imeshaifanya. Kuna hii ya 50, kuna hiyo ya 100, kuna ya 50, kuna ya 3,998 na kuna ya 50 tena. Hizi transactions zote zina appear as cash payment. So that means even if I was to go to the categories zenye ziko hapo juu, that is cash circle and external wallet, there is no transaction that will appear because all these transactions zenye nimefanya nimekuwa nikizifanya as cash payments. So but the intention that I want, the thing that I want to view is the receipt and how it appears. So for example, naweza ona maybe ni employee ameuza hii kitu ya 3,998 na nitake kujua what did they sell for this amount. So nitaguza hiyo cash payment ya 3,998. Nikiiguza inanipea option ya kuview receipt. So after this information kuniambia there is a cash payment of positive 3,998 and this transaction inanipea date was done on date 9 of March 2026 at 8:50 p.m. So I can view the receipt. Kuview the receipt nitaguza hiyo option ya receipt yenye iko na 2 items. So nikiview, then I'm able to see that this was gel pedicure na ilifanywa 2 times. So each ilikuwa ina cost 1,999. So naweza ona, and that is why the receipt is for 3,998. So for this 3,998, I can see the subtotal was 3,998, but the service fee was 39. So that is why ina appear na negative. So that means I was supposed to pay 39 shillings for this transaction, which I paid. So hii 39 ni nini? Ni ile service fee yenye tulisema you are charged only 1% for the maintenance of the app. So and that is what you can see there. So you can see this receipt. Hii receipt nikiweza taka kutumia mtu mwenye alikuwa amenunua hii kitu, because sometimes customer anaweza nunua an item from you or maybe come for a service from your shop and they want to prove that indeed that happened to somebody by maybe having the receipt with them. Naweza ituma by taking a screenshot of the same. So naweza take a screenshot of it na nimtumie kwa WhatsApp yake. I can take a screenshot of it na nimtumie kwa email, and those are the platforms that I can be able to use to be able to, of course, share this receipt with my customer. And that is how you can view the receipt. You just go to wallet. Once you're at wallet, you go to the transactions down there. You can go to the option of view all, like we did. You can go to the option of view all, like we did. Once you here at the option of view all, then definitely you can get to exploit the categories, more especially because tutakuwa tuna make a number of transaction or mini transaction. You would need to know maybe hii receipt natafuta ni ya Tcash ama ni external wallet ama ni ya cash. So that makes it easier for you. So kama ni ya external wallet, unaguza tu external wallet, the receipts zitaapia hapo, and then you're able to the transactions will appear there. Then you tap on the specific transaction whose receipt you want to see. Then unaweza ona your receipt na ujue what was exactly sold for that amount in your shop. And it is that easy. The advantage of this platform is there is no limitation to the number of receipts. Zote zitakuwa zinawekwa kwa platform. And these receipts are the ones that the app will be using to give you key insights about the performance of your shop. Itakuwa inakupea key details vyenye shop yako ina perform, na hizi details zitakuwa very important kwako, you as the business owner. Kwa nini? It gives you the upper hand in decision making. So let us explore and see what are some of these insights and where will they be appearing? Because I've been talking about key insights and how this will be helpful to us, but sija kuonyesha where it will be appearing. So we have to move back from the wallet section and go back to home. Tukirudi home, hapa kwa today's performance ndio nataka ukuwa unakuja ukitaka kuona insights about your business. So under today's performance, nitaguza tu hiyo today's performance. Nikiguza today's performance, then the sales insights now appear here. There are so many sales insights, starting with the sales overview, which gives an overview of the transactions and the peaks. So nikiguza hiyo sales overview, inanionyesha nini? Inanionyesha that for the month of March, the peak sales, the total sales are 0. The transactions are 0. The average transaction is 0. When I move to the month of February, still 0. So you can see that it gives you a summary of the number of, yes, I think for the month of March, I've made transactions. Yes. So it's good to, you can refresh the app. How do you do that? Unavuta screen chini, and then it can just be able to give you now the correct detail. So the revenue here is 4,248 for the month of March. Hiyo ndio pesa yenye nimetengeneza using my Tcash Soko app. Then how many transactions have been there? 5. What is the average? The average per transaction itakuwa 849 shillings. So how does the app get this average? Inachukua hii amount ya revenue ina divide na hizi transaction. So unaweza ona on average ni pesa ngapi unapata per transaction. Then of course it gives me the peak sales. Peak sales ni siku yenye nauza kabisa. Siku yenye nilimake majority of the sales ilikuwa Monday. That is the best performing day. Then so you can be able to make a decision and say, on Mondays, I need to be opening earlier because this is my peak day or my best performing day. Then ukiangalia the busiest time period, pia app inakuchukulia. Unaona like you are busy between 5 p.m. and 7 p.m. What does that mean? That during these times, I need to ensure that I have all my employees in my shop na tuko ready to serve the customers. So this now helps you now make decisions as a business person, because hakuna venye utasema shop iko busy between 5 and 7 p.m. na employees wako unawaambia waende home at 5. So of course unabaki kwa shop, uko na customers wengi wa kudeal now, and yet you yourself as the business owner uliambia employees waende home at 5. So you need then to make decisions based on this data. Then it gives you the sales trend for the last 6 periods. Of course, you can see for the month of February, January, December, November, October, I've had 0 transaction. But for the month of March, my transactions are 4,248. And I aim to even make this a higher number before the end of the month. Of course, yes, I can. I still believe that I can. So that is all about the sales overview and the kind of decisions that it can help you make. We go into the second one. The second one is on online orders and fulfillments. So the online orders ni gani? Ni zile orders unapata from online. So remember, this platform is an amazing platform in one way. Inakuja kutusaidia kutoa biashara zetu from being what I would refer to as analog biasharas to being digital biasharas. So we'll have a component of analog where people can come to your shop and locate you, and we still have the component of online. For the component of online, we talked about advertising your business in the course of the week. You need to watch that, like how you can advertise. So if you advertise, what wataanza kubuy from your business using the online bookings and so on, and online orders. So unaweza ona how many online orders have been made. Of course, tutaangalia hapa itakupea the number of the kind of online revenue you have. For example, my online revenue is 0. I've not had orders from online because so many people have not onboarded, but again, I've not been so aggressive in marketing. So nikiona iko 0, I make a conscious decision ya kwamba I want to change these numbers. So what do? Naanza ku increase the kind of activities I'm doing online, especially on my social media platforms. Because for me to get customers, I must show people what I do. So it means sijaonyesha watu kenye nafanya. So I need to upgrade there. So unaona hizo numbers. Then it gives you a comparison hapo chini of what you're doing online versus what you're doing in store. What does this comparison mean? Utakuwa unajua nauza sana online ama nauza sana kwa shop. Then ukiona penye hauzi sana, you start now looking for ways of, making better decisions and looking for ways of, for example, improving efficiency in your business. For example, kuna mtu anaweza ona maybe 98% ya order zake ziko online. Then it therefore means location ya biashara yake hata isipokuwa mzuri, it is only bringing 2%. So that means they can decide to go fully online na waachane na the manual shop. Kuna mtu mwingine anaweza ona my manual shop is doing 98%. The online are only 2%. What can I do to improve the online? Because online is going to be the future. Kila mtu sahi is headed towards north, and the north is online. And the north is online and AI integration. So then you're able to definitely make those decisions. Then online order status zinakuja hapo. How many have been completed? Ukipata order una complete. Ukipata order zinakuwa cancelled ama ni gapi zinabaki pending. So you're able to see unaweza improve wapi ndio increase the completed orders. Then the fulfillment utaweza kuangalia. Remember we said that for these online orders in the course of the week, we said that for these online orders, there are some people who can decide to come and pick the items from your shop. There are other people who may choose to, of course, tell you, deliver this to me. So then you're able to see the fulfillment. How many people requested for delivery? How many people opted to come and pick that from your shop? And then, of course, the peak order time, unaweza ijua, because this information will be collected by the app. And of course, the customer breakdown inaapia hapo. How many new customers are you getting? How many returning customers? Why is this important? Utaweza kujua, am I customer friendly, or am I offering customer satisfaction? Of course, customer usipomsatisfy hatarudi kesho. But if the customer is satisfied, you expect that customer to come back again. So utaona returning customers percentages going up. Then the order trends unaweza ziona hapo for the last 3 months, March, February, and January. Of course, mine are zero. I've not been receiving online orders, and I'm making a conscious decision by myself to be very active online, and to ensure that I'm actually improving on my online performance there. Nikikuja hapa chini, then there is the option of online bookings. Online bookings is the affect sana sana wale watu wanaoffer the kind of a shop that offers services. So ukiangalia, because my shop is a barber and salon, the services, watu wanabook kuja for services. I've had 7 scheduled bookings, and 85.71 did not show up. So, and of course, the scheduled are still 14.29. So I'm still hoping when you're scheduled watakuja. Of course, you're able to see the information about the booking revenue again at the very top. Na inakuonyesha mpaka the average and the number of people who paid online. Then the performance rates unaweza ziangalia hapo. Hizi performance rates na hii information itakuwa so helpful to you if after all you're using it to make decisions. For example, the completion is 0%, no show is 100%. So I need to ensure that maybe I improve on my conviction online, so that now these people get to show up. Now wakishow up, ni make sure offer good services. Nikioffer good services, of course watakuwa satisfied. The utilization and lead time utaona ni 0.91%, because haijachukua times mingi, sio watu wengi wanabook kuja most of the times. Then the popular time slots unaweza ziona hapo. Ukiona popular time slots, then it means during those times you expect to be busy. Especially ukiona kama sasa inanionyesha saa 1:30 usiku, saa 3:30 asubuhi. So those are the times that are so popular there. You can see, and it shows you how many numbers have been there. Then the top services, which services are people ordering sana sana? Unaona ni beard trim iko na 14.29%, beard white dye iko na 71%. So most people then would want to do the beard white dye at 71%. Then the staff performance, unaweza ona performance ya staff wako imekuaje. Diana has served 2 customers, Amos had 5. So then you're able to see, and you're able to also see wanakuwa kilipwaje. How many unique customers have you served? You're able to also see that. And the booking trends. This information ndio imekuwa ikitumika kwa big corporates for them to make decisions. Now ukiangalia big corporates, they rarely make losses. Of course, I don't mean that they don't make losses, wana make losses, but before they make losses, inakuanga ni kitu unavoidable kabisa. But for us, tunapatanga sometimes tunaenda loss. Kwa nini? Because you don't like have data and facts. So hii app inatuletea data and facts zenye tunaweza tumia to make decisions, just like those big corporate businesses. Then it gives me something on customer insights down there. So customer insights, if you tap on it, then you're able to see how many customers you were able to serve, unique customer base, and a repeat purchase. Then this shows up. Why is this information important? Ni important kwa sababu itakuwa inakuenable kujua, like, am I offering customer satisfaction? Because if customers are satisfied, then they get to show up and come again. Why? Most of my customers have done cash payments, as we have seen when we were looking at the receipts. So this means, therefore, app did not get to collect them as customers. Sababu haikupata majina yao. So for me to get these customers recorded in the app by their names and so on, these customers must have the Tcash Soko platform and pay me by the Soko QR code, or rather, they need to pay me via the external wallet, because the external wallet, which is the M-Pesa, itatoa jina yao. So ikitoa jina yao, then the app gets to know that this is a kind of biashara, and of course, I get to benefit from that information. Then hapo chini, below the customer insights, you have the payment channels. So unaweza jua watu wanakulipa na payment mode gani. So unaona the digital payments ziko which percent, the cash payments ziko which percent. Ukiangalia for this 0%, but the cash payments ziko 100% because customers wamekuwa wakitumia cash kulipa. And then the payment distribution unaweza via chat, a pie chart there, and of course by count and by value. So unapata kujua, like, through which way are most of my customers buying from me. Hiyo inakuwa ni information about the payment channels. Then growth trends, you're able to see how, whether your shop is growing. And of course, the customer growth, unaona iko 0 because my shop has not recorded them as customers yet, because how customers wangu wamekuwa kitumia cash kulipa. That's why you still seeing 0% customer growth. And of course, the customer growth trends unaziona hapo. Then after that, I have the inventory and services. So the top selling items, naweza jua ni gani. So for the top selling items, the importance of having this information ya team, nitajua that for these top selling items, lazima zikuange in stock at all times. Why in stock at all times? Because ndio zinatakikana sana. So this is very important. Ni kitu gani customers wangu wanataka. You don't have to now go guessing, ukiendea restocking. App itakuwa imekuonyesha. For example, nikiangalia hapa, the beard white dye, there are 2, so it's a popular service. The school hair shave, there are 2, it's a popular service. The gel pedicure, there are 2. You can be able to tell that these 3 services are the top items in terms of sales, ranked by the sale count. So I'm able to make a decision na nijue ni gani. The things zenye sifai kukosa ni hizi. Then of course you're able to also see the categories per share. So of course you can be able to see kwa beard ni which percentage, kwa baba and salon ni which percentage. And this information becomes useful to you. If I said before during this session, this ensure that our businesses are efficient. Because for us to make money, our businesses must be efficient. Lazima efficiency ikuwe juu. Na efficiency inaletwa na nini? Inaletwa na the kind of performance that we get to put in, and of course, we get to benefit from this form of performances. Then after that, after the inventory and services, then there is benchmarking, a very important tool. Why is benchmarking a very important tool? According to me, remember, we don't live in an island. Ukiangalia biashara yenye unafanya, there is somebody else who is offering a similar business or similar products anywhere in this country. So you get to have a chance to compare your business with that other person's business. Remember, imekuwa difficult to compare. Kwa nini? Because because why is it difficult? Okay, why is it difficult to compare? Because huwezi enda kuuliza mtu competitor wako umemake sales za pesa ngapi ama unafeel aje biashara iko aje, but this app is giving you a chance ya kujua how other similar businesses are performing, and therefore you're able to rank yourself and see how best can I be, so that how best can I improve. Unaweza kubenchmark now which things are they doing different. So ukiangalia performance yangu when I look at other businesses, so I sold 26.53% more than similar businesses. So that means niliuza sana as compared to similar businesses zenye ziko na baba and salon. So the number of customers for me is one. For similar businesses, the number of customers is still one. The number of transactions, mi nimefanya tano on average, wao wamefanya tatu. So that means I'm doing well than similar businesses. So within a 5-kilometer radius, remember hao ni watu wako karibu sana na biashara yako. Hao ndio competitors real wenye uko nao hapo. Like they are there with you. So unaona niko position 9. So I'm able to see and how many businesses are similar in 5 kilometers of my radius? There are 27 similar businesses. So nikiona niko position 9 out of 27, inamaanisha I'm still doing well, but I'm not position 1. So therefore, mimi sio a powerhouse. I need to improve to make myself a powerhouse. How do I improve? Market. How do I market? Nitaenda online, nishare link ya shop yangu, watu waweze kujua what I do. Remember, in this digital era, it's all about you positioning yourself and giving yourself, a face in the market. What you do, then they get to come for those services that you offer. Then I'm able to see the percentile. It's 71.43 percentile. So that is where I am. And of course, I'm in the top 28.57 of similar businesses within a 5-kilometer radius. So that means I'm not doing badly off, but I need to improve so that I can be position 1. So this information gives you a